Hello, everyone. I am Deepal Shah, and today we're going to talk about how can we not let what other people say bother us. This is a very common type of energy that I see in so many people, including myself. I used to always let what other people said bother me. And it's because, yeah, we're human and we do take things personally, especially the judgments and the criticisms, because that's what we were raised with as a child. If your friends said something that was critical or judgmental, it hurt you. Or if they weren't nice to you, if they used a certain tone. So, can words hurt? Yes, depending on how they are spoken, what is spoken, and when and where. Right? If you're in front of a whole bunch of people and you're with your friends and somebody says something that you don't like, what do you do? How do you manage your energies? Do you get angry? Do you throw a fit? Do you start yelling at them? What do you do? Right? I always remember that saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Well, words hurt more than people think. And so in today's episode, we're going to talk about how you can let go and not allow other people's energy, other people's words, because words are energy, not bother you. And I think it's very, very important. So thank you for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're watching me on YouTube. And if you're listening to my podcast, thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to download this episode. And I have many, many other episodes that will help you along the way, finding tools and techniques for self improvement, stress management, many, many different episodes, as well as YouTube videos. So please share this information out with as many people as you know, and so that we can become better parts of us. Life is all about self improvement, I feel. It's about improving ourselves so that we could be better people and that things like other people and other people's words and gestures don't bother us so much. And so I'm Deepal Shah once again, and I'm here to help you um, find ways to release pain and find your purpose and joy in life. And one of the painful things is words. So let's talk about words and the impact that they have on you. So here's the interesting factor. Your brain carries memories, but it carries happy memories, painful memories, all kinds of memories. But there is a section of the brain, and it's called the brain matrix. Well, the pain matrix. And this is where the brain stores all those past memories of painful experiences, situations, circumstances. And it acts as a reminder that, hey, when you're in this painful situation in the future, we're going to avoid it. And so what happens is that this area gets triggered when something comes up, when painful words or even circumstances, if you see somebody or yourself going through a certain pain, you'll notice there's a memory associated with it. I remember that time as a child when, or that time as a teenager when, or a few years ago when. If you'll notice, that pain center gets activated even when you watch movies. That's why you get so emotional, especially women. Now, when you hear certain words, You will also get triggered. That pain matrix will get activated because it's got all the memories, whether it's this lifetime of memories or past lifetime of memories. We are made up of subconscious programming, and we've taken multiple lives. And therefore, we are already programmed a certain way and carry the deepest memories in ourselves. So this pain matrix holds on to all those memories. And then as you go through life and certain people may say something, it triggers you and you get angry. Or you become an introvert and you go inside and you feel sad and you get depressed. Or you may end up with social anxiety because you're so afraid of what others may say to you and will it be hurtful? And so you try to be on your best behavior. You try to see the good in all, but everybody has a perception of who you are and the things that they want to say to you. How do you handle that? Everyone has a different way of handling these situations. I remember when I used to get very angry and I would lash out. Then there was a time where I would just keep it all in and hope that somebody else would take over for me and step in and say something nice. And then there was another time in my life, which is more present, that I know who I am. And therefore, others people's words don't bother me. They used to bother me so much. And now I just observe. I became the observer. And that's what I want you to do. Really, truly become the observer. Because words are energy. That's all it is. It's not reality until you make it a reality and process it in your brain and attach an emotion to it. That's when it goes to the deepest levels of you. But if you don't get so attached to it, you know how there's some people that just laugh it off, but then sometimes you can't help yourself and you rethink, oh my God, I can't believe that person said this to me. I can't believe that they told me that I gained weight, or that I look too healthy, or my hair doesn't look good today. Whatever it is that bothers you, we need to dive into that. Remember, it usually isn't about you. When people say something, it usually is not about you. It's something that they're going through. Everybody goes through something. What might they be going through? I mean, of course, that's none of our business, but their pain is being lashed out at you, whether it's emotional, physical, mental, whatever level that is. It's their pain and their suffering that's being lashed out at you. Words mean different things to different people. How do you perceive it? How are they sharing their words? Are they name calling you? Then I think it means the same. But if there's name calling, why? You know, is it just for fun? Maybe. But is it funny to you? Maybe not. Words can't hurt you without your permission. Words can't hurt you without your permission. What that means is that, are you giving these words permission to hurt you? Are you allowing them to disempower you? How weak are you? And that's the part we need to strengthen. By the way, I have MP3s on my website at Ananda, the number 4 life.com that you could check out. I have about 80 to 90 MP3s that provide you with healing. They are infused with beautiful high vibrational and frequencies that will help heal any problems that you have, whether it's addictions, depression, migraines, osteoporosis, cataract, thyroid, all kinds of issues. So check them out at Ananda, the number 4 life.com. I also offer sessions. So you could book a session with me. You could email me and also book a free 15-minute meet and greet where we can do a consultation. So you could check all that out at Ananda, the number 4 life.com. Now, words can't hurt you without your permission. So don't allow other people's words to disempower you. Okay? Allow yourself to feel your reaction if you are having a reaction. When I get angry, or when I feel that reaction, that surge of energy coming up, I ask myself, am I giving my power away? Why am I feeling this way? What is it that makes me feel this way? And I remember multiple times where it was a memory from high school. And for you, it might be the same thing. Maybe you were bullied. I remember a time when I went through some bullying and it wasn't fun. And I was called names. And that was in elementary school. And then again in high school, I was called certain things and I didn't understand why. I didn't do anything. I was just being myself. God forbid we be ourselves. But I learned over time that it's okay to be myself, and whatever and however people perceive me to be, that's their problem, not mine. And they could say whatever they want, whether it's in front of my back or behind my back. I welcome everything because it doesn't affect me anymore. And this is something you have to practice. You have to practice, because I remember times when I'm driving and I've had people flick me off and, show me their middle finger, yell at me, honk at me. I used to take it personally. And now I've learned that it's not me. And unless I'm driving in the wrong lane or something, or if people nowadays honk even if you don't go on a red light, right? Why didn't I take that turn? But it's because whatever's going on in their life, they're lashing it out on me and they don't even know me. But you'll notice that some of the closest people, which will be your friends and family, they're the ones who pick on you, right? They're the ones who feel comfortable enough to judge you and criticize you and say things thinking that it doesn't matter. He or she will just take, and take until your glass is empty. But guess what? I want to teach you how to keep it full. Okay? But let's talk a little bit more about words. I want you to notice, what are the wounds inside of you? What are the scars that you're still holding on to? I mean, it takes deep level work to really get to the root of this. Why something that somebody else said bothers you so much that you want to scream and shout, be angry, become moody. But one of the things you should definitely do, besides dissecting your wounds and getting to the root, is practice more self love, more self care, and learn to speak your truth. So many people have their throat chakra blocked. And what I mean by that is, do you ever feel like you want to say something, but you choke up or you don't know what to say? You hesitate. It's because that throat, that voice box has become blocked since childhood experiences, from all these past experiences. We've just shut ourselves down, and you just take and take and take until you're about to explode, or a dis-ease, an illness, an ailment sets into your body because of the emotions and thoughts and feelings and beliefs that you've stored and compartmentalized. I see so many people with thyroid issues, so many people with pancreatic issues such as diabetes, all these stuffed emotions. But it's time to practice more self-care and self-love and speak your truth. So here are some of the things that you can do. You cannot control other people's words, that's for sure. But you can definitely control your thoughts. Never let those negative words of others define who you are. Don't let your guard down. Don't let your power, don't give your power away. As soon as somebody says something, pause and say, am I about to give my power away? How do I want to process these words that just came out of so and so's mouth? Turn the words that they just said into positive thoughts within you. That's difficult for a lot of people to do. How do you turn something that somebody said that's so negative into something more positive? Take out the negativity. Take out the negative words. Turn those around. Spin that around in your brain. Okay? Send yourself a different energy from their mouth, or allow that energy that they just sent towards you to bounce right back off. And you can do that by shielding yourself. You could just imagine a beautiful bubble of light around you when you are around other people, so that no matter what they say, that just bounces right back and it doesn't affect you. Or bring your energies in. There's an energy field around you, and it comes in layers. And there's times when you expand this energy field, especially when you're happy and joyful. But then there's times when you bring it in, and you can bring your energy field in by asking your energy field to come in closer, so that you don't feel everyone else's energy. I used to do this exercise every single time at the mall because I could feel everyone's energy, and my face would start flushing. I would start heating up. I would start sweating because I was so sensitive. And so there are so many of you that are very sensitive to other people's energies. Maybe you're an empath, a healer, a light worker, or maybe you just want to understand what's going on with you. And why do words hurt so bad? The other thing that you could do is eliminate negative people from your life. I know sometimes it's hard to get rid of family and friends, but you don't have to talk to them as much or all the time. And if it's those family members or friends that you just see once in a blue moon, hey, so be it. At least you know how to protect your own energies. And last but not least, speak up. Speak up and say, you know what? That made me feel this way. What you just said made me feel blank. And that's all you have to say. You could say things in a nice way without getting angry. What you just did to me made me feel as if you don't care. Whatever it is that you want to say. Okay. Those words hurt me. Please don't say that again. So it's time to reflect on how words really do impact us, because there's so many of you that are in the workplace. I mean, I used to be a pharmaceutical rep, so I know, I get it, how it works in the corporate world as well as in your personal relationships. And unfortunately, you can't go through this world without forming relationships. That's what we as humans thrive off of. Otherwise, I would have been in the Himalayas just sitting there in the mountains with nobody there, And so sometimes you do feel like crawling under a rock. How many times have you said that? Or I don't want to get together with so and so. This quarantine time for so many has been like a blessing, so they don't have to get together with others and take on their energies or take on their criticisms and anything else they want to share. So think about it. How do you want to change what others say about you? Only you can change. No one else is going to change, and you can't change anyone else or what they're going to say. And I've learned that through my own life's experiences. And I know you have too. But if you want to change the way you react and how you internalize this information, then you need to change. And you can use the tips that I shared with you today to help you make that change. So I want to thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, and don't forget to download this episode if you are listening to my podcast. And I want to thank you all so much. If you need to get in touch with me, it is Dipal, D-I-P-A-L, Shah, S-H-A-H, at Ananda, the number 4 life.com, or you could simply go to Ananda, A-N-A-N-D-A, the number 4 life.com, and fill out the contact form. If there's anything that I could help you with, please do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And thank you so much. Namaste, and see you next week.